I told you there'd be happier news. It's the Nintendo Direct, the 9/13, I believe, Nintendo Direct. Let's talk about it. So first, I understand the need to get rid of all these silly 3DS topics first. But boy, howdy, that was a lot of games. I actually did a kind of a watch along. It just happened that way. While I was gonna be streaming at that time. Let's just watch it. And that 15 minutes of 3DS games is just way too much. We gotta stop. We gotta stop with that. There's so many 3DS games, and I know. Oh, here's Etrian Odyssey 7. It's too many. It's too many. And then we get to what's even more annoying. And I'm far from the first one to say this, but the 100 best Mario Party games should at the very least be on both the 3DS and Switch. I understand that most of these late and baffling 3DS games were likely started before the Switch even came out, but it's pretty clear we've moved on, at least in the gaming zeitgeist, for as popular as the Switch is and how hungry its owners are. So I think we can just... And there was that whole history where we were getting Mario Maker on 3DS much later, but we were getting those things, Woolly World on 3DS. There was this kind of, hey, Wii U and 3DS, Wii U and 3DS, vice versa, Smash and all these other games. And we're getting that with Hyrule, or we got that with Hyrule Warriors, we're getting it with that Fire Emblem Warriors, but where's the rest of this stuff that kinda should be on both? And then there's like this 15 minutes of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in this presentation, which is a real big low point. Just not good. We did not need 10 minutes about this. I'm on the fence about it still. We'll get into that in a minute. And I still don't believe it's going to come out this year. Still do not believe it at all. I'll be saying that probably up until November 30th, that I don't believe it. At the 11th hour, this can't happen. I just don't buy it. And I'm not sure how I feel, because I played about 10 hours of the first one on the 3DS, actually. And I liked it fine, and I played I played like 60 something hours of Xenoblade Chronicles X. But even that one, I was like hate playing it by the end. It's too much of an MMO and not actiony enough. I'm kind of hoping for a demo. It's one of those games you can watch footage of, and it either looks super boring, but you think it might be fun in person, but you're not sure, and I still not sure. And I played, I combined like 70 hours of this stupid game. Still not sure if I want the next one. But after that, we got some more expected updates like Splatoon 2. But then it happened, and not Stephen King's It, but Doom and Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch. And that's huge. I think it's pretty obvious Bethesda is all in on the Switch, and I'm impressed. But what is even more impressive is how they were able to get Skyrim and Doom/Wolfenstein, which are built on two entirely different engines, to scale down and work on the platform. It seems my concern for the Switch not getting very many third-party ports because of its lack of power was somewhat unfounded, although there was some rumblings today about Doom being completely kind of redone, or reworked in a little bit of ways to get it on this platform, but still, it's impressive. And there are also a handful of sports games coming out later this fall, which are full versions of this year's titles. That's great news for the Switch going forward, but Nintendo's actions are still bizarre, and maybe we'll get to that point in the video by the time I'm finished complaining about this next part. The arcade archives, not Virtual Console, to add in the one final nail in that coffin, which I believe is super dead. These are arcade versions of classic games on the NES, really, that you've heard of: Mario Bros, Balloon Fight, Clue Land, Super Mario Bros, etc. There are differences and changes and whatever. And there's more than the ones I listed. The idea here is nice, but this is almost an insult, really. And as someone, an outsider, with no actual real information, the money Nintendo is leaving on the table by not having even just one classic Nintendo game releasing on the Switch per week, it must be close to $5 million a week. $5 million a week. I am confident they could make $5 million a week, probably for months, just by releasing one Virtual Console title. Put up Mario 3, Mario World, Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time. Put them up for sale, and the numbers go even higher. Much higher. It honestly doesn't make sense, and even though Nintendo has been making some great decisions lately, I don't trust them to be doing the right thing with this aspect just yet, especially with them and they're, oh, we're making the Super Nintendo Classic. We're also making the NES Classic again next year for no reason. What's happening? Virtual console or don't virtual console? What's going on with the online service? Can we get some details? Is anything going on here at all? Can we please? Something's got to happen. I do actually like this Terraformers game. That could be fun. Not the name of the game. Not the name of the game. But all the complaints that I have aside, this was an extremely solid Nintendo Direct. Probably one of the best in years. Looking back at all this news, it's fantastic. The 3DS has a solid lineup for the next 6 or so months, and so does the Switch, with more ARMS, Splatoon 2, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Mari freaking O, which is just... I don't even have words. I was trying not to watch the full trailer because there was so much cool shit being shown. I don't want to know. I already feel like I know too much, that I know you can throw your hat at the circle sewer lid. What is that called? The manhole. Plus, we also got Shirtless Mario, which is just taking over the internet. But we also got Doom and Wolfenstein, which is stunning. I can't believe that's real. That was the biggest thing to me. The fact that we didn't get a release for the Switch DLC for Zelda, I think, is a little disappointing, and to me would point that they haven't nailed down the release and it could be pushed back even further, but it's all just speculation. Who the hell knows? So I might not understand their plan, but Nintendo is certainly going in a great direction with the Switch, and I'm very, very happy about it. And also, I didn't even bring up Project Octopath Traveler, which is the next topic. Oh my god. Let me just, real quick, I have to change things. Oh, it's Octopath Traveler. We're doing it live. We're doing it live, Will. It's happening. Oh shit. Can I undo that? Move it. Oh no! This is why you don't do things live, because you screw it up. There. Can't wait till I get a new setup here. So,